Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now, 1st and 10. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Roger.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The former Bronco, Danny Trevathan, leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Keenum. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action, it's Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
A really nice gain there. Complete outright to Kurz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. second down carry for Booker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Keenum. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And this is incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Booker trying to cement his hold on the starting job here early in the year as the Broncos have it 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
On first, again, they go with Booker. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run with Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's going to get it running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said, uh-uh.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A give to Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on second down is Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Keenum. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Off play action. Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Eddie Goldman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On to the field now come the Bears. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On second down, Taylor. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sua Cravens able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They go play action now. Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Bears on third. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score. And the Bears are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he gets him set up near midfield for the moment. But with that penalty marker down, I don't know if it's going to hold. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And the pressure gets to him again. Eddie Goldman. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Keenum. Airing one deep for Curse. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fighting his way through contact. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. Going top shelf for Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Taylor being chased out left. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action with Taylor. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Oh, the return is Henderson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How
many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Eddie Goldman getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long, it's Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On is the punter King to send it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Taylor. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Yeah, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 54 yards. On 1st and goal, Howard. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to sneak with Taylor. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tyrod Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. This time Taylor will throw. And incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Airing one deep for Curse. That's caught at the 25. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. Jermaine Curse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you get up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. run. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. And Robinson with a big catch. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Roger.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On the carry, it's Booker, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Keenum, gotta have this one. He's got Curse. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Keenum. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Roger.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Taylor going to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action, it's Taylor. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, 30 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Keenum. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into